have just got on the phone. It seems amazing to be sitting in the BBC and dial a number and suddenly end up with somebody in the sunshine of the United States of America, Los Angeles to be precise. We have Dusty Springfield live on the phone, and we'll be talking to her in just a moment. Before we talk to her, we're going to listen to the flip side of a new record. This is the first play in Great Britain of Dusty Springfield's new comeback record, as it were. The flip side here is quite an interesting piece of music. See what you think of it. It's all about Hollywood girls. From Springfield, the one and only obscure Hollywood movie girls. Dusty Springfield, a name that everybody certainly in Great Britain knows, back to front. Springfield Dusty, I suppose. And around the world, certainly, also. Dusty started off her solo career in 1963 and went from strength to strength and has been described as one of the finest female singers to come out of Great Britain ever, if not the finest. And it's a particular pleasure for me, here on the DLT program at 10 minutes to 6 o'clock, at least our time, to talk live to the lady in Los Angeles. Hello, Dusty, are you there?
Dave, hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine.
Good evening and good morning to people here. It's incredible. I don't believe this time difference. I still haven't got used to it.
Well,
Good afternoon, Dave.
Good afternoon. What time is it actually?
Afternoon.
What time is it in Los Angeles, Dusty?
Golly, I don't know. I just got up. It's probably around between 9 and 10.
In the morning?
Yes.
Good.
I had a
Great.
late night. What else?
It's 10 to 10, I've been told officially. Well, that's a considerable time difference. Now, apart from time differences, there has been a time lapse, as far as we're concerned here in Great Britain, since you disappeared off to the United States of America. You had so many hit sounds behind you, Dusty, here, you know, in the middle of nowhere. Some of you're loving, Little by Little, You Don't Have to Say You Love Me, a million great records behind you, and then suddenly you go off to the States. Can you give us a good reason for why you felt at that time you had to leave for the States, which is now about 4 years ago, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Well, one of the main reasons was on an earlier visit here, I had signed with a management company that was based in Los Angeles, and they were encouraging about my spending more time here. Initially, it was meant to be a little more time here, because it was difficult doing business over the phone. And one of the things that had always happened to me in the States was that my success here had been somewhat intermittent. In other words, you know, I never seemed to be in the right place at the right time. When I was in England, it was fine because I was there most of the time and I could do all the TVs and things, and when the records came out, I was there. When I came here, due to being so busy there, I just never seemed to be here at the right time. Therefore, I wasn't able to carve out the kind of career here that I would have liked.
So what, in effect...
I sold a lot of records here, which was nice,
Yeah.
but I wasn't very visible.
So to really promote yourself in a bigger way in the United States, you felt it necessary to stay over there for a while, but obviously you've got to like it and a lot of commitments over there, and that's why presumably you've been there for the last 4 years.
Yes, along with the fact that when I got here, it was, and settled in, it took me so long to adjust. I didn't like it. I didn't want to be here. I thought the whole thing was terribly phony. I had run-ins with my management because I thought they were pushing me in the wrong direction. They were putting me in a lot of nightclubs, being super glossy, and at the same time were expecting me to record hip-hop records, and the two things weren't gelling, you know. So I got very disenchanted with the whole thing and decided to pack it in. And surprisingly enough, although that was very uncomfortable and unpleasant, the wriggling free of the old management, etc., it gave me the time to think about myself as a person. And in retrospect, it was probably very good for me.
Well, can I just say, Dusty, that at this point, I have a copy of the new album cover, not the new album which is out, which is called It Begins Again, fittingly enough for the Great Britain market.
Well, there's no record, it's just a cover. Didn't you know? Didn't somebody tell you?
Oh, I see. It's a new marketing process, is it? We're going to sell record covers.
No. Singing, you know.
Oh, you do actually do a bit of singing as well. No, but what I was going to say, Dusty, was on the cover and the inner cover that is to be, there are lovely photographs of you, but you don't look like the same Dusty that I remember 4 years ago. You've changed slightly. You don't. Is
You're
this the
changed. You're 4 years older, dear.
Oh, it's not older. You look nicer. You've got a different makeup and a different hairstyle, and it's all.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed.
Of course I did.
Well, it was in the works on the way out of England. That, you know, everyone always I hadn't worn those sooty eyes for a long time, and that people think, they've seen me that way for so long that that's the way they expect to see me.
Yeah.
And I really have changed a bit, obviously,
Do you still love me?
Do I still love you?
Yeah.
Of course I do, but I can't tell you in full over the phone.
Oh, all right. Well, we didn't say that, did we? Right. Well, one other point I might touch on here with the album, Dusty, is that obviously you must have considered very hard the sort of material you were going to use on an album to come back into the British market with after such a long time away. And I've noticed that one of the songs on there, I'd Rather Leave While I'm in Love, is a Carol Bayer Sager composition, she, of course, is a great singer-songwriter herself. Did you have a hard time, together with your producer, getting together the sort of material you felt you wanted to bring back onto the British market?
Well, I have to tell you, I haven't got a clue. In fact, I was quite perturbed about, what to record, because it's being released simultaneously here and with you. And Roy Thomas Baker and I sat down and talked about this, and we got a lot of songs. Actually, at the time I did that Carol Bayer Sager song, it wasn't a hit in England, and she wasn't, she had that other You're Moving Out Today.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that it was going to be a big thing or released there or even heard there. So actually the calculation was not in what would be right. It was what was right for me. I just wanted to do some songs with some form of substance.
Well, I think that...
and it seems to have worked out. I'm glad that I did that one, because Roy and I talked about that one, and we weren't sure, because it didn't seem as substantial as some of the others. And yet it sounds pretty nice now, I think. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, well, I think you deserve, after the amount of time you've given to the music business, to be able to have what pleases you as well as what pleases the general public. We're going to get on and play your new A-side in just a moment's time. It is, in fact, an old number that, if I remember rightly, was done by Ike and Tina Turner, and I seem to remember the Righteous Brothers might have even had a go at it.
I didn't know Ike and Tina did it. I've been carrying that song with me a long time, because it was the B-side of either, not Heat Wave, but one of those
Martha and the Vandellas.
Martha and the Vandellas records.
Right, yes.
Very, very early one, and that's where I heard it. And I only heard the Ike and Tina Turner one the other day. I didn't know it had been released. So you could tell what state it was in when I did them. The lack of calculation as regards knowing what had been released and what hadn't. It just sounded like a fun song to do.
Right. Well, it's a love like yours don't come knocking every day. We're going to play that in just a moment, as I've said. First of all, a couple of questions. One is that I know for a fact you're paying a visit to Great Britain in a couple of weeks' time. So can I sneakily ask you if you're going to pop and see us, if you possibly can? So have another chance.
Yes.
And the other thing is...
I don't know where anything is anymore, and somebody's going to have to lead me around.
Is there a likelihood now...
Wow.
When you come back...
As long as we haven't changed the name of the streets, I'm all right.
Oh, no, nothing has changed. It's still dirty and filthy in the middle of London. You can't get away from that. Just one other question. Are we likely to have you here on a more permanent basis now when you do come back or decide to?
Well, not this trip. This is just do some televisions and interviews and things and see some friends. Then, for the next trip, I hope to be doing some more work there. It's impossible to say at this point.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to spending some more time, but this first time is going to be fairly brief.
All righty. Well, it's been a lovely conversation with you, and what a lovely clear line all the way to Los Angeles.
Isn't it great? It sounds as though you're around the corner.
I am. I'll be with you in a few minutes. Get the kettle on.
I'll get the kettle on.
Dusty, thank you very much indeed for talking to us. We look forward very much to you getting back here and doing a few appearances so your fans can see you again, and I'm sure that this record of yours is going to be a great success. So I expect you to get on the blower to me when you get back here so we can have a chat to you when you come back to England. And I want a big kiss off you.
All right, Dave.
All right?
That's marvellous. Thanks very much for calling.
I'm going to play your new record. Thank you very much indeed. You can go back to sleep now in the middle of the sunshine or whatever you want to do as we play.
Oh, no, I've got to go out shopping.
Oh,
Thanks to everybody.
Okay, Dusty. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.